Hello everyone, welcome to Maths with Mr. J, and today I'm going to show you how to calculate any fraction using the operation of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. We take the first fraction, for example, if we have a unit fraction which is 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5. It's a unit fraction because the numerators are 1. If you are adding unit fraction, what you do, add the denominator, which is 3 plus 5, gives you 8, will be the numerator, and go back and multiply the denominator. When you multiply the denominator, 3 times 5 gives you 15. That is just the answer. Then we take another example, which is like fraction. Like fraction is when the denominators are the same. For example, we have 2 over 7 plus 3 over 7. When you want to add this fraction very fast, since the denominator are the same, keep the denominator, which is 7, and add the numerator. When you add the numerator, 2 plus 3 gives us 5 as the answer. Then we take another example, which is unlike fraction. Unlike fraction is when the denominators are not the same. For example, we have 2 over 5 plus 3 over 4. When you want to add this fraction, what we do cross multiply. 4 we times 2, which gives us 8. We keep it. Then 5 we times 3, which gives us 15. Now what we do, we multiply the denominator, which is 5 times 4, which gives us 20. And we add the numerator, which is 8 plus 15, which gives us 23. Now we have this. This is improper fraction. Improper fraction is that fraction where the numerator is bigger than the denominator. And when we have improper fraction, we have to reduce it to its lowest term by changing it to mixed number. So we ask ourselves question, how many lots of 20 do we have in 23? And this will give us 1 loss of 20 left with 3 all over 20. Then we move forward and how to add improper fraction. We have 7 over 5 plus 9 over 4. This is improper fraction. Improper fraction is that fraction where the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Now we have this, we have to solve it as the previous one. We say 4 times 7 gives us 28, and we say 5 times 9 gives us 45. Then we add it up. 28 plus 45 gives us 73 all over. When we multiply the denominator, 5 times 4 gives us 20. This is still improper fraction. We have to reduce it to its lowest term, which is equal to, how many lots of 20 do we have in 73? We have 3 lots of 20, which gives us 60. Then 73 minus 60, we have 13 left all over 20 as the answer. Then we move further. We take another fraction, which is addition of mixed numbers. We take, for instance, 3 whole number 1 over 2 plus 2 whole number 1 over 3. And if we want to add these two mixed fractions very fast, what we do, we add the whole numbers. If we add the whole numbers, we have 3 plus 2 gives us 5. And we go back to the fraction. We look at the fraction, it looks like the first one, which is unit fraction. And whenever we are adding unit fraction, what we do, we add the denominator, and multiply the denominator. And when we do that, we are having, when we add the new denominator, 2 plus 3 gives us 5 all over. When we multiply the denominator, 2 times 3 gives us 6 as the answer. Now let's take another mixed number. For instance, if we have 5 whole number, 2 over 3 plus 1 whole number, 3 over 4. Now this is mixed number which has fraction as unlike fraction. Then if we want to solve this, don't change it to improper fraction, it will take you much time. What you do, add the whole numbers, which gives us 6. When we add 5 and 1, then we go back and solve the fraction as we solve that of unlike fraction, meaning 4 we times 2, which gives us 8, and 3 we times 3, which gives us 9. When we add up the two, we give us 9 plus 8 is equals to 17 all over. When we multiply the denominator, we have over 12. Then we will not end like that. This fraction is improper fraction. We have to change it to mixed number. When we change this improper fraction to mixed number, we are going to have 6 plus, how many whole lots of 12 do we have in 17? We have 1, remainder 5 all over 12. And when we add up the whole number again, we are having 7 whole number, 5 all over 12. Now I'm going to show you how to use the operation minus in any of the fraction. We take the first fraction, unit fraction. If we have a fraction, for example, 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3. The fastest way to do this is second denominator, which is 3 minus 2, which is 1, as the numerator, all over 3 times 2, which is 6. Let's take another example. 3 over 7 minus 2 over 7. What you do here, you keep the denominator since both of them are the same, which is 7, and you subtract the numerator, which is 3 minus 2, which is 1, as the answer. Then we move further and take another fraction, which is unlike fraction. Unlike fraction, as I told you in my former video, is when the denominators are not the same. For example, if I have 4 over 5 minus 2 over 3, what we do, we cross multiply. When we cross multiply, we are having 3 times 4 gives us 12. We keep the sign minus, and 5 times 2 gives us 10. 12 minus 10 gives us 2 as the numerator. Then we multiply the denominator. When we multiply the denominator, 5 times 3 gives us 15 as the answer. Then we move further when we have mixed number. For instance, we have mixed number 3 whole number, 1 over 2 minus 2 whole number, 1 over 4. To solve this fast, what we do, we have to subtract the whole numbers. And when we do that, 3 minus 2 gives us 1. Then we come back to the fraction. And the fraction is a unit fraction. Remember the way we solve number 1? That is the same way we will solve this. We just say 4, the new denominator of the right hand side, minus the denominator of the left hand side, which is 4 minus 2 gives us 2, all over when we multiply the denominator. When we multiply the denominator, 4 times 2 gives us 8. But this is not the final answer. We still move further and say, okay, we can reduce the fraction part, which gives us 1. 2 into 2 gives us 1, and 2 into 8 gives us 4. So the final answer is 1 over 4. Let's take another example. If I have 3 whole number, 2 over 3 minus 1 whole number, 1 over 4. If we want to simplify this fraction, what we still do, we subtract the whole numbers. 3 minus 1 gives us 2, left with a fraction, which is different fraction. What we do, we multiply, cross multiply, which is 4 times 2, gives us 8, and 3 times 1 gives us 3. 8 minus 3 gives us 5, all over when we multiply the denominator, 3 times 4 gives us 12. This is the final answer. How to multiply different types of fraction. So what we do, we take example of any fraction. We take the first one, unit fraction. If you are multiplying unit fraction, for example, if I have 1 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 3. In multiplication, you don't need to waste time. We multiply across. meaning 1 times 1 gives us 1. We keep it as the numerator, and 2 times 3, we multiply across, which gives us 6 as the answer. Then we take another example, which is for like fraction. And remember that like fraction are when the denominators are the same. For example, if I have 2 over 7 times 3 over 7, what we do here in multiplication, we have to multiply across. We don't keep the denominator because they are the same as we did for addition and subtraction. So when we multiply across 5 times 3 gives us 6 all over 7 times 7, which is 49. Then we take another example, which is unlike fraction. When we have unlike fraction, like 5 over 6 times 2 over 5. Unlike fraction is fraction that the denominators are not the same. So what we do here, some may solve it multiplying across, which is 5 times 2 gives us 10 all over, when we multiply 6 times 5, which gives us 30. And when we reduce this to its lowest term, 0 we cancel 0, left with 1 all over 3. Or we can solve this fraction by saying 5 over 6 times 2 over 5. Here we don't need to multiply across. This 5 can cancel this 5, which is 1, 1. And 2 here will give you 1. 2 into 6 will give you 3. Then what we do here, we multiply 1, gives us 1 all over 3 times 1, which gives us 3, which is the same answer. Then we continue. If we have improper fraction, we have 7 all over 3 times 5 all over 2. For instance, is improper because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. What we do here, we look at the fraction. Is there any way we can cross out or divide across? There is no way. Then what we do, we multiply across. 5 times 7 gives us 35 all over 2 times 3, or 3 times 2, which gives us 6. The answer still remains improper fraction. We have to put this improper fraction to mixed number. Then how many whole lots of 6 and 35? We have 5 whole lots of 6, left with 5 all over 6 as the answer. For instance, if we have 3 whole number, 2 all over 3 times 1 whole number, 3 all over 4. What we do here, we have to change this fraction into improper fraction before we can multiply out. And if we want to change to improper fraction, what we do, we say this 3 times 3 gives us 9, then plus 2, which gives us 11. 11 all over 3 times, we do the same clockwise or anti-clockwise. We have clockwise, we have 3 times. We have 4 times 1 gives us 4, and we have to add 4 plus 3 gives us 7. We have 7 all over 4. Then we look at the fraction, we can cancel out. Then what we do, we multiply across. When we multiply across, 11 times 7 gives us 77 all over 3 times 4 gives us 12. We continue, we have to change this improper fraction to mixed number. And when we do that, how many whole lots of 12 do we have in 77? We have 6, which gives us 6 times 12, which is 72. 77 minus 72 gives us 5, meaning we have 6 whole number, 5 over 12 as the final answer. To show you how to divide any fraction. In my previous video, I have done addition, subtraction, multiplication. To 1 over 3 divided by 1 over 5. This is unit fraction. What we do, this is equal to, we have to rewrite, change this operation, division to multiplication. Then if we do that, we are going to have 1 over 3 times, as we times, we have to flip or we take the reciprocal, or we take the inverse. Whatever language you use is the same. The reciprocal is when we take it to be 5, the denominator becomes the numerator, and the numerator becomes the denominator. Then the next step, we have to multiply across. And when we multiply across, we have 1 times 5 gives us 5 all over 3 times 1, which gives us 3. This is still improper fraction. We have to reduce it to mixed number. Then we have the final answer to be 5. 3 divided by 5, we have 1 left with 2 all over 3 as the answer. Then we take another one. Let's take like fraction, where we have something like 2 all over 7 divided by 3 all over 7. If you have division of like fraction, what you do, you just take the numerator of the first fraction, which is 2, all over the numerator of the second fraction, which is 3. That is just the answer. I know people will continue solving it the way we solved the first one, which is 2 all over 7. We change it to times. When we flip the next fraction, we are having 7 all over 3. Then we can cross out. 7 can cancel 7, left with 2 all over 3, which is the same thing as the answer, but it takes longer time. Then we move further. We take another example, which is unlike fraction. If we have fraction, for example, 2 all over 5 divided by 3 all over 4. This is the same thing as we keep the first one, which is 2 over 5. We change the operation to times, and we flip, or we take the reciprocal of the next fraction, which is 4 all over 3. And when we have this we have to multiply across, since we cannot divide any. So we have 2 times 4 gives us 8, and 3 times 5 gives us 15. Can we divide? No. And the fraction is proper fraction. So we leave our answer to be like that. Now we take division of mixed number. If I have 3 whole number, 1 over 2, divide by 2 whole number, 1 over 4. What we do here, we change to improper fraction, meaning 2 times 3, which gives us 6, plus 1, which gives us 7, all over 2, divide by, then we change the second fraction to improper fraction, which is 4 times 2, gives us 8, plus 1, gives us 9, which is 9 all over 4. Then we continue. We write the first fraction, which is 7 all over 2. We change the operation division to multiplication. Then we take the reciprocal of the next fraction, which is 4 all over 9. Now we look at the fraction. Is there any way we can cancel that to reduce it? Yes. 2 can divide 2 to give us 1, and 2 can divide 4 to give us 2. Then finally, we multiply out. And when we multiply out, we are having 7 times 2, which gives us 14, all over when we multiply the denominator, which is 1 times 9, which gives us 9. And the final answer, since it's improper fraction, we have to change it to mixed number. Whole lots of 9 do we have in 14? We have just 1, left with 5, all over 9 as the answer. We stop here for today. If this helped, please subscribe.